Have you ever wondered what one person can do when they completely trust God's plan? Imagine leaving behind a successful career, your family, and everything familiar to serve people you've never met in a country you've never seen. This is the inspiring story of Sister Mary Glowrey, a woman whose faith led her across the world and whose healing hands brought hope to countless lives. Mary Glowrey was born in 1887 in rural Victoria, Australia. She was the third of 9 children in a loving Catholic family. From a young age, Mary showed a sharp mind, a deep love for God, and great compassion for others. At just 13 years old, she left home to continue her education in Melbourne through scholarships more than 300 kilometers away. While praying about her future, Mary felt called to study medicine. She believed this was God's plan for her life. In 1910, at a time when many people thought medicine was not a suitable profession for women, Mary graduated with a degree in medicine and surgery. She soon became a respected doctor and eye specialist in Melbourne. Everything changed in 1915 when she read the story of Dr. Agnes McLaren, a Catholic doctor who worked to help suffering women in India. Many women there could not seek treatment from male doctors, and there were very few female physicians available. As Mary learned about this great need, she felt God calling her to become a medical missionary. For more than 4 years, she prayed and carefully discerned this vocation. For 4 years now, I have realized that this is God's appointment task for me. There is so much work to be done in India, and while I stay here, it remains undone. Finally, in January of 1920, Mary traveled to Guntur in India and joined the Society of Jesus Mary Joseph, taking the name Sister Mary of the Sacred Heart. The sisters there had been praying for many years that God would send them a doctor. Although Mary knew very little about India before arriving, she quickly felt at home. Within a month, she wrote to her family that she felt as though she had been meant to be born there. As she cared for the sick, she discovered something beautiful. Day by day, I see more clearly how in healing the sick, one comes in touch with souls. The needs around her were enormous. Poor families, sick children, and vulnerable women all needed medical care. Sister Mary spent the next 36 years serving them with tireless love. One of the first hurdles Sister Mary faced was that neither priests nor nuns were permitted to practice medicine at that time. Fortunately, Pope Benedict XV granted special permission for Sister Mary to practice medicine, making her the world's first nun-doctor missionary. Her humility was remarkable. One of her superiors compared her to a lighthouse, saying that she remained hidden while the light of her good works reached great distances. Despite limited resources and many hardships, Sister Mary never stopped serving. She cared for or supervised the treatments of hundreds of thousands of patients. She helped to build and manage St. Joseph's Hospital, trained nurses and midwives, and dedicating herself to improving healthcare for women and children. In 1943, she founded the organization now known as the Catholic Health Association of India, which has grown into India's largest non-government healthcare network, serving millions of people each year. For much of her time in Guntur, Sister Mary was the only female Catholic doctor in the entire district. She often wished she could multiply herself 1,000 times so she could help even more people. Through extreme heat, disease, famine, and countless challenges, she remained calm, humble, cheerful, and full of faith. Her strength came not from herself, but from a trust in God. On May 5, 1957, Sister Mary died from cancer at the age of 69. Yet her legacy lives on. Sister Mary Glowrey teaches us that holiness is not only found in churches and monasteries. It can also be found in healing hands, acts of compassion, and a life poured out in service to others. Her story reminds us that true discipleship means bringing God's mercy into the world wherever He calls us. Like Sister Mary, may we have the courage to answer God's call and become a light of hope for those around us. Venerable Sister Mary Glowrey, pray for us.